It's about time that we start doing what we have to do. Oh Lord, thank you, Jesus. Good evening, everyone out there. This is Idika Imeri welcoming you to Wednesday night live Top Leaders Institute. Let me make sure I stay on this side so that the camera really focus on me. All right. Okay, that's good. Of course, I'll need to tweak it because it's not bringing out the lights the way I want it. But in all things, it's okay. It's okay with what I have now. I welcome you again to Top Leaders Institute of Idika Imeri's ministry. This has been a very good Leaders Institute. As you guys can tell, we have been doing a great job in making sure that those of you who want to be leaders come out to be great leaders. This is fact, this is truth, and you are at the right place at the right time to get the right knowledge, the right tools that will help you be a great leader. Let me just make sure I keep this right here in case I need it. If you really want to know more about the topic that we are dealing with, I will ask you to look up in the internet on YouTube, look up keys to top leadership. We've done part 1, we've done part 2, and now this is part number 3, keys to top leadership. Very, very important. You see, you cannot blame anybody for failure to come out at the top of the scheme of things in your area of expertise and in your areas of professionalism. There is that place where you must come out at the top. But leaders are not just made. Leaders are formed first before they are made. That's how it goes. You must allow somebody else to form you before it could be said that you are now made. Someone must train you. You see, before we started recording, before I started talking to you, I was listening to Wayman Tisdale. He's one of the smooth jazz musician that I really enjoy his music. And he is talking about another guy that introduced him and made him learn all that most of what he needs. He was thanking this guy for helping him learn the art. Everything you're ever gonna become in life, if you hate instruction, if you hate knowledge, you will never become it, no matter how you try. Even God himself, except for those of us who've come to that place of humility and yieldedness, in fullness or somewhat, then God can reveal things in depth to you. But outside that, you still will need somebody. Even when God is the one that is teaching you directly from heaven, he gives you revelation, okay? Sometimes pertaining to certain aspects of your area of specialization or expertise, you will still need somebody to say to you, this, that need to be put in perspective, need to be put together for you to shine. Like myself, I'm looking to some of you out there who has knowledge that I do not have, that will benefit me, that will benefit the ministry, that will benefit the kingdom of God in what I'm doing in life. I'm looking up to you because I am a learner. Now, let's continue on some of the things, some of the tools that you need, some of the characteristics that produces a top leader. Last week we stopped at the love of people. Today we are going to talk about healthy. Healthy. One of the things that make a top leader is that a top leader stays healthy. If you want to be a leader of other human beings, material resources and money, you're gonna need to do everything to stay healthy so that you can think right. Do you know that the days that you are not happy and you are not healthy, do you know that you don't sometimes think right? People who are sick in body and sick in the head or sick in the mind, we use the word head to actually speak of mind. Those who are sick in those two places, or people who are afflicted by some other source or forces, sometimes do not think right. They don't. Something is always somehow wrong somewhere. That's why when I'm sick, I don't make major decisions on days that I don't feel too good, tremendously sick. I focus all my mind to get out of that sickness. That's who I am. You guys remember last week, one of those mornings that I came to do Holy Communion service and to teach for the morning meditation and so on. And as I immediately came out I finished dressing up and came out, I discovered that I began to sneeze. And I'm like, what? I didn't like that at all because I was prepared. Then things began to pour out of my nose. I asked them, like, what? So after I think it was either a Wednesday or a Friday meeting. After that, immediately I went and prayed and command whatever it is to leave me. Then I rushed ahead to do something about it. Yeah. By 12 o'clock that afternoon, it was gone. Because it knows that I'm not going to tolerate it. I'll do any good thing to eradicate it. Because I need to stay healthy so that I can think right. Stay healthy if you want to be happy. Stay healthy if you want to be a great leader. You're going to need your health. Therefore, do every good thing to stay healthy. Okay. If you want to be a top leader, you're going to need to be a learner. If you are not a learner, you will be arrogant, saucy, cheeky, like they say in Britain. You'll be full of yourself, of unnecessary pomposity. And sometimes, if you're a religious fellow, it's even worse. Except you are a naturally humble personality. Being at the top requires you to be humble enough to learn everything you can learn, even from those under you. Those who are your equals, those who are above you, and those who are under you have something to offer to you to make your being a leader a successful one. So don't think that the person you see there doesn't have something to offer to you. They may even be the people who will save your life in times of crisis as a leader. If you're unwilling to learn new things, for example, let me tell you, do you think that I am happy to start learning how to use some new things in the computer, whereas my old computer that crashed on me, that is not working, I mean, I'm not saying what I have here measured up to the standard that I want. The current laptop I have is not to my standard. The standard laptop that I should have should be the one that is extremely automatic and well built and very fast, so that I do things very fast. But because of how I am, I use what I have in order to go where I'm going. That's my policy. I don't wait. And I have to learn new things. In fact, nowadays, if you buy any new electronics or any new gadgets, any new car, any new this, any new that, I've discovered something. It's a whole, it's a university of its own. You have to learn the different things in it for you to know how this thing functions. And if you're not a learner, how are you going to do it? I see people who doesn't even know how to operate a computer. Some fear will kill them just trying to sit on the steering wheel of a car. You must learn new things so that you can be innovative and flexible where you need to be, rigid where you need to be, progressive where you need to be, conservative where you need to be, and free where you need to be. You need to be a learner so as to check out facts and verify things before you enter into them. There we go again. There we go. Idika Imeri Ministries. I'm doing good. We are in a conference right now. You can, yeah. We'll be done in 1 hour. Is your husband there? Okay, when he come back, tell him to join this conference. Let me give you the number for him to join the conference. You too, you can join and listen in. You ready? Okay, get a pen. Okay. Please let her get a pen and write down the conference number.
Okay, Pastor, I get that. Give me one by one because I'm not good writing.
Okay. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
4
4
2
2
4
4
2
2
0
0
3
3
8 4
4
0
0
0.
0.
Okay. They will ask you for a code. When they ask you for that code, give them this number. 95
9 5
5
5
9
9
6
6.
7
Okay, 1
7.
7.
Yeah, just 1 7. So let me read it to you again. 955 967, and then you add the pound sign. You know the pound sign?
Okay.
Then you add the pound sign. 955 967, you add the pound sign. So when you call that number, they will ask you for the code. Then you enter that code. You punch in 955 967, and you press the pound sign, and you will be into the conference so that you can listen in. I'm asking you to listen in because somebody told me something about you, and you need to be listening to some of the things we are doing in the conference because they told me something good about you, and I want you to begin to improve on what you already are.
Okay.
And your husband too needs to begin to listen in. He cannot keep working for government, working for other people and making little money here and there. Somewhere along the line, he will need to begin to be a leader and make his own money.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Pastor.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bless you. Miss G,
Yes.
how are you?
See.
Is that Miss C or Miss G?
It's all that means I think it's see now.
Okay. How are you, G?
I'm telling you.
I'm doing good. How is Alex?
Oh well. He's better.
Okay. I thought I made his day.
You what?
I said I thought I made his day.
Well, I mean he cried a little bit after, but he's fine. He'll be fine.
Well, but you know that he's a very humble kid.
Yes, he is.
Okay, let's go on. Now, a top leader should never be an arrogant person or somebody that think that he knows it all. Life never allows us to know it all. I'll share a story with you about how I run my affair and ministry. If you come to me and you think you know it all, I'll cut you off. That's how I am. Until when you are ready and you seriously need help, then you come. Then when I tell you what to do, especially when it comes to the things of the supernatural and revelation that are beyond me, and I tell you, I said, this is the way we should go. Go with me. It will work out fine. You see, when I knew that I'm a leader was this. When I began to listen to the other people, they began to lead me astray. Somebody will tell me, oh, let's do it this way, I follow. It will all flop. Oh, let's do it this way, I follow. It all flop. Until God tell me, how long will you learn that you are not a follower? That you are a leader that must be learning new things. I said, okay, I get it. Immediately I began, when somebody tell me, let's go this way, I say, wait, let me think about it. Let me put it together. Then I began to win. I began to win. I began to win. I began to win. I said, wow. A leader cannot just follow any voice. No. A leader cannot just follow anybody. No. A leader must be someone that verifies things. That's how you learn. question things. And you question things not by direct questioning, but by initiating a conversation. That's how you learn. You learn through school, you learn through self-teaching, self-taught, you learn through the experience of other people. The experience of other people are vital to the quests of power to conquer. You must be a learner. You see, when I'm listening to somebody teaching or speaking or reading somebody's book, I'm trying to find out how that person made it, how they went through the tough times and still stood, and then climbed the other side of the fence, and they arrive at millions and billions and wealth. And then I don't stop there. What did they do with the wealth and money? Did they invest it on what? Then I write down what they invested it in. And I said, along the line, I'm going to invest in so and so thing. Then I will start to read about that investment. That's what I do. I do not just sit down and listen to Fox News or MSNBC or NBC or CNN and those guys come out there and just give me the news and talk, and then I accept it and say, okay, that's how it is. I will never accept what you tell me until I verify and check it out. That's what a true learner does. That's why it's not everyone that are allowed to pray for me or lay hand on me. You are not allowed. Because these things have consequences. A man who carries a bad demon can absolutely destroy everything you've built by laying hand on you and by teaching you things that you are not supposed to know. Things that you shouldn't even want to have, to do anything about in life. Things that you have no business knowing. And they introduce you to it. And everything goes. You must be a learner. A learner. Next thing, you must be a careful person. Carefulness. That's being cautious. Discreet. The same word. Are you a careful person? A cautious person? Are you? Are you discreet? See, these are the things that makes a lot of women run away from some men. A lot of men run away from. You say, what really? I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. I'm great. I have great education. But the point is, do you have what it takes in terms of being discreet in what you say, in what you do? You show your anger so easily. You are not yet married. You are already flaring up and showing the negative side of you. They say you've not yet taken the snake to the house to try the snake out, and the snake is already trying to bite you on the road to the house. You have to let it go. This is how some people don't make it, and they ask, what is wrong with me? Nobody want to marry me. Nobody cares about me. The point is, how do you talk? Are you discreet? Are you careful? Do you know how to hold back some things? Hold it back. Don't say it. And you think, I have the right to say it. I have the right to do whatever I want to do. That's why you remain poor. That's why you're going to get kicked out of that job. Because you think that's really what makes you great. You must show your power. And at the end of the day, what do? They find a good reason to fire you. And if you go to court, they say, well, you don't even need to bring this company to the court because you are a staff that was fired. And they say the reason, and they bring many attorneys to come and fight against you. And let me see how. And then you think it's a race issue? The issue is you don't know how to hold things back and hold them in and let them go. You are not a careful person. You are not cautious. You are not discreet. Somebody says something, you jump into it. Somebody wrote something to me on Justin TV and told me, I have been following you, you've been talking about, it's a man. I have been hearing you, you've been talking about Jesus. Who is this Jesus? This is what he said. He's not talking about me. He said, this Jesus is a big pile of rubbish. He does not exist. I didn't reply. I never did. I just click delete. And that's it. No reaction, nothing. Watch me. I have never engaged anybody in a battle over what they said or comment they leave me. I don't have no time for that. So if somebody think, or somebody will say, remove me from Google Plus or from Facebook or from this and that. These are them people who said that we should add them. This quietly we remove them. There's no mention of it anywhere. Because what is happening in our ministry is when one person leaves or unsubscribe from my channel, 10, 20 people a day are joining. It's crazy. They are joining. It's a lot. Somebody say remove us from your email directly. That same day you will find 15, 20, 50 people are on. It's crazy. It's great. So why do I have time to be quarreling with people over this thing? Be discreet. Be cautious. Be careful if you're going to be a top leader. Don't give people any opportunity. People, let me tell you why people hate you. They hate you because you are not engaging them in the war they want to fight. You tell them, no, I don't fight stupid war. I fight wars that I can win and have profit and benefit. So I'm not going to give you a war that is not going to benefit me nothing. I love it. I'm not giving you no open door for violence. Anything that is going to create violence, that is going to create problem, I hold it back and walk away. I do not give you that privilege of doing what you want to do. So you fail and I win. But when you go to talk back, to fight back, to prove you're right, that's where the problem begins. And some people are so foolish, they will want to go to court and fight it out in the court. And they will delay you in the court. If they are criminal businessmen, they will get the best attorneys and pay them well. And they will fight you in court and keep delaying it and putting it on for years until you get fed up and be drained mentally, physically, and spiritually until you drop and die and they go home and enjoy their money. And it was your money. Be careful. A top leader is careful. Because if you are not careful, you'll be doing business with criminals without knowing it. That's why I always tell people, listen. If you are not sure whom I am, go to the Presbyterian Church of Nigeria and look at the directory there. You will see my name there. I was ordained 1989. It is there in the internet. And you will see I'm one of their pastors. I did not make, I'm not a self-made pastor. Get it from me. And I am not a self-made pastor. God chose me, others confirmed it, and the church proclaimed it. And then they ordained me. And after the ordination, God came back and gave me more. And then God led me and said, start your own independent ministry while you are still a pastor of that church. Oral Robert was a minister of the Methodist Church. I was reading his life history last night. I was so tired, but I had it in my to-do list to finish reading about Oral Robert and how he managed to build Oral Robert University and a hospital and so on and so forth. I want to learn how this man accomplished things. That's where learner. I cannot stop being a learner. I want to know how the person did it, how the person managed to make it. What is the secret of the person? That's what I want to know. It's not so much what the person is talking, la 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 la. No, I wanna go straight to the key that opened the door to that person's life. And that brought about increase and success and worldwide global attention and attainment. Let's go to the next one. Boldness. 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 Very important. If you're gonna be a top leader, you're gonna be bold in pursuing what you're gonna pursue. If you know that is your area of competence and power, what you know how to do very well and you enjoy it, you must be bold in how you apply it. It becomes part of your life and living, and then it becomes part of how you make money. It becomes part of how you give service to humanity in kindness, no matter what, and then you are compensated. Boldness is going to be important. Those without boldness will die of hunger. Those without boldness will sit in the same place complaining and giving you long stories. And that is why when people start telling me long stories, I want to get out of it. Because when they start a long story, it means they have there's something, they are not listeners. Why should your story be bigger than everybody else's story? Why should everyone's story be short and sweet and straight to the point? And I pray and get away to minister to the other 10 people on the line. Yours is taking all day. You want me to sit all day listening to all the different things you've done and things, and you drag it on, and why not just write a book so that when I have time I can read it? Why should your story be so long? Something is wrong. Why should your book be the fattest in the market? And people just read 2 pages and they look at and they're overwhelmed with the many pages that remain. They just drop it and put it somewhere else. It stays there. One day somebody come along and say, do you need something to read? Get it out of my sight. It's too big, it's too fat. I don't want to have anything to do with it. That's why a lot of professors are poor. They are poor not because they are not rich inside. They are poor because they do not know how to market their product. And only some poor student go to read those fat books. They read. You read, you're sleepy, you make coffee, you drink, you sleep on the book, you wake up, you read. But you just have to read so as to pass your exam. And after that, you throw the book into the trash and say, to hell with you, book. I don't need you. Bye. Why not just give us the key points? So deep, so detailed, so rigorous, to this. You read until you start having a headache and you go for an Advil, you go for a Tylenol and an aspirin, and you read and you are drilled, and whoa! I want it to be fun and funny and educative at the same time. Some people should stop burning down their houses so that all this siren will stop. When I'm teaching a class and ministering, give me a break. Whew. Boldness is very important. If you're going to be a top leader, you're going to be bold. And we are not talking about the kind of bold that hinges on superiority, negative way of thinking. No, we are not talking of arrogancy here. We are talking of being proud of what you know, of who you are, and comfortable about self, your self-image, your personality. Be bold about it. Be bold to be able to put forward in a sentence, be able to tell people what you stand for. If you ask me what I stand for, I'll simply say, manifest presence, demonstrate power. That's it. That's the alpha and omega of our ministry. If you ask me all the time, what do your ministry when we pray, what happened? Heaven is here. We bring heaven down to the earth. Okay, for 2014, what is the summary of 2014 for your ministry? Laughter, Isaac. Follow the wind, Holy Ghost. If you follow the Holy Ghost, heaven will be here. If you follow the Holy Ghost, you will laugh. He will give you all things. It's as simple as that. In a sentence. Don't go to give me 50 pages to read before I can arrive at one thing. Give me a word that describes you. Okay, let's do it this way. Each of you who are on the conference call tonight, on the top leaders conference call tonight, each of you should tell me one thing that describes you, that you are convinced that's who you are. Not when I talk to people about themselves and I give them compliments, I say, wow, I didn't know that about me. Are you serious? You didn't know about the compliment I'm giving to you. Are you serious? I don't need anybody to tell me that I'm beautiful. I don't need anybody to tell me. When I finish dressing up, I tell myself, boy, you look good for your age. Man, you're looking nice. You smell good. If I don't tell myself, I'm not living with anybody, who's going to tell me? I have to tell myself those things until you appreciate yourself. You cannot attract people from the outside to appreciate you. You still think that you are ugly, you have big ears, you have big head, you have this, you have that. Be the first person to appreciate yourself. I love what I'm doing. I love what I've done today. I'm so appreciative of myself. Then if anybody else give you compliment, good. If they do not give you compliment, doesn't matter. You're waiting for somebody to tell you that you're beautiful. Are you serious? Why not tell yourself first? Boldness. Boldness. That's what you need. Another thing is trust. A top leader is a trust person. He trusts himself. He trusts those under his care. He trusts those above him. Do you trust? We talked a little bit about trust during the afternoon session. There are people, no matter what you do, they will never trust anybody. They will never trust anybody. Yes, they will not. That's why a lot of marriages with foreigners, I always tell people, you like foreigners, make sure that you are a trust person. If you are not a trust person, you have no business marrying anybody. You have no business going into any business with anybody. If you're a very fearful person and not a trusting person, you have no business being in solid good in the corporate world. Okay. Because you are going to build trust among those you're going to train. You're going to trust your kids, your husband, your wife. It's not everything. You are afraid. I'm not sure of what he's doing. That bastard, I'm not too sure of whom he's talking to always on the phone. Why not go out and listen in? Why not just pretend and say, sweetheart, I just want to stand with you and just make sure that you're okay. He said, I'm okay. I'm okay. Hold my hand. And then you listen to what he's saying. And after that, when he's taking his bath, you can look at his phone calls. He leaves his phone there. If he's a good person, he doesn't hide his phone. If you see a man carry his phone to the bathroom, to the restroom, he hide them in the luggage, he hide them under his clothes, he hide them under his pillow, he hide them under the bed. Know that there is something fishy. If there is nothing fishy, he should just drop it anywhere and anybody can look at it. The kids can look at it. The wife can look at it. The girlfriend can look at it. What are you hiding? What's wrong with you? There's another relationship going on. That's why he's hiding. You don't want to do your email. You don't want to do your Skype when your husband is there or when your wife is there. Because you're hiding something. You have a lover somewhere. Do we call that a lover or something? Stupidity going on? Because love is also a relationship between two stupid fellows. Love is a relationship also between two idiots. That's a good way of looking at some loves. Love is a relationship between two mockers. People who come to mock each other. That's why they are fighting each other. Love is a relationship between two people who come to disgrace each other. Oh yeah, if that's what you call love, then I'll define it that way. But two of you came together to disgrace each other. You're fighting in the street. You're tearing each other's clothes in the street. Breaking each other's car in the street. And you say, we love each other. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Ilo. Lovina. Hello, love. A lot of people don't even know what love is. Thank God for Doris. She's a cool love doctor. I now have a lot of love doctors. I had a lot of love doctors last night. That was funny. Thank God for the Genevas. I'm having many love doctors. The Marias. Rebecca is a big love doctor. I'm telling you, big time. Woo! I've never seen a Sudanese woman this brilliant. This one is good. Tell your husband, tell Duke that he better take care of you, because if he loses such a woman like you, he will never find anyone as good as you. You are good. Yeah, she's a big love doctor. If I'm going to the Sudan, I'm taking you and Maria and the rest of you. We are going to change that nation. Hey! And your husband are going with me too, I'm telling you. I was so happy last night that I am throwing this thing open. And people were talking. That was so good. I love it. Hey! Especially when we were talking about that particular one. Everybody. That was something. Last night was off chain. I love it. Wow. You must trust. There are some husbands, when they get their paycheck, see how they hide the money. Especially when they put especially when they have put their check in the bank account, in their checking account, and put a little bit, if at all, in the savings, and then they take out some money. They want to send money to their mom or their little one. You see how they hide the money. And they tell you that they are going to put gas in the car. They run to Western Union to go and send money. I know. That's true. Yes. Yep. You come home, You come home that day, you are not eating no food until you tell me where the money has gone, which woman you gave it to, or which man. You tell me. If not, there will be no peace in that house. Yes, so. Because they don't trust. Why don't you tell your wife that your mom is sick and need money? I tell you, one time, one of my sisters called me and said she's going for surgery. I said, okay, I've heard you. I'm going to send you money. So I turn around and I call my senior sister. I said, is so-and-so your sister going for surgery? She said, I've not heard anything about any surgery. I said, call her and find out what's going on. I know some of you are thieves. She started laughing. I said, find out whether she's going in for surgery. So, and call me back in 10 minutes time. She said, okay. So she called and said, hey. And I was on the phone listening. I was on the phone. She said, no, don't get out, brother. Don't get out of the phone. Stay on the phone so that you can listen to this. I said, okay. So she called. She dialed. Cling, cling. The phone of one of my siblings ring, and she picked it up. And Victoria goes, yes. How is everything? He said, fine. How is your health? He said, I'm bubbling. I'm fine. I'm very good. There's nothing wrong with me. He said, good. How is your hotel business? Oh, very good. We are doing all right. Okay. So everything is all right. Say, right. What about mom? Is mom? When is mom leaving? He said she's been living in so and so. I said, okay, good. I was listening. They didn't know I was on the phone listening. So everything is fine. Okay. Are you going to hospital for anything else? He said, oh, I don't have no need for any hospital. I've been fine. I've always been fine. I'm healthy. I said, good. And then my senior sister said, okay, thank you. Good night. She left. She said, brother, did you see that? I said, I saw it. Isn't that interesting? They waited and waited. I didn't send no money. And they never called back up to today. Because they know I know. You ask me for money, I'm going to verify you. I'm not just sending. I'm going to find out who you are. Some people will write to you and tell you they have a house to sell for you. They have money in Swiss bank. And they want you to give them some money so that they will go and get it. I said, are you stupid? You are telling me to give you money so that you can go and get some money? Let me tell you, idiot, let me tell you very seriously. If your father owns that money, you will never tell anybody that your father owns money. Are you serious? Your father owns oil well. Look at your mouth like oil well. Oil wealth or well or whatever. Some people will be giving me names of banks in Nigeria as though I do not come from there. They don't even know I'm from there. And telling me that they are building a new bank, I should come and do this and bring money to do this. I look at them and say, you guys are crazy. Don't you know I'm from there? Oh, sir, we are sorry. I say, you better be sorry for yourself. Don't you know this bank was closed in so years, and you are talking about it? And that's how people run and they get scammed and lose everything they have to all these little boys and girls who don't care whether you live or die and want to take away what you've worked hard for. And if you're a greedy person, you fall for it. And that's what they've been doing. And they had the audacity to brag and said, hey, the white man took from us, so why should we not take from them? Are you serious? Did they take from your father and mother? That you are going to destroy the white man? What did the white man do to you? He brought you civilization and a lot of things too. So don't just blame it on one side of it. And since the white man left, what have you done to yourself? Since he left you to govern yourself, you're still depending on him. And you want to come and scam me? I'm bold enough, very bold, to challenge them. There was this story of this guy that wrote to me, and at that time I used to use AOL mail, and AOL mail sucks. And you would just stay there and see somebody send you a letter from somewhere, Eastern Europe, England, Africa, about how you should help them. They have money stuck away in so and so, and they want you to help them. So I wrote the person back. I said, listen, Yeah, I belong to a very strong outfit. And I want to tell you something. You guys should first of all send me $10,000 for me to push button on my outfit so that they will help you get that money from Swiss account. I said, yeah, you want me to give you money. Give me first. And they knew that I was they knew that I was better than they are. And the guy had audacity to ask me for my phone number. So I said, okay, I'm gonna listen to this idiot. I gave him my phone number and he called me from a number from London. But I knew when we traced that number, we knew that he was calling somewhere from South Africa. And he was talking about so many things. Then I began to speak to him. When I listened to his accent, I knew exactly where he was from in Nigeria. And I confronted him in that language. And I cursed him. He started begging. He started begging. I said, let me tell you, if I make the next curse, you and many generations of your father's house will all die. The guy begged. He called me many times, leaving me messages and begging for his help that he's leaving this business. I said, you better. That's how a lot of people fall prey to all these idiots. And you think they have something to offer to you. Let me tell you, anybody who has money will not come out publicly to come and tell you to help him to go and get money from somewhere. You mean to tell me they do not know where Switzerland is to go and get the money? It is you who has to come and help them get money. Are you serious? You mean to tell me that you don't know where Nigeria is, or South Africa, or Sierra Leone, or Liberia, or England, to go there and buy houses legally instead of going through somebody, or Jamaica, and they scam you, take your money, and you become mad in the mid-afternoon and end up in the psychiatric ward drinking 10 different tablets just to cool your head down. God have mercy. Next thing that a top leader must have is a belief in himself or herself. Do you believe in yourself? In what God has equipped you with? This is also the problem we face. A man come to you to talk to you about who he is, his family is. You believe. A woman tells the same thing. You believe. Dig deeper about these people. Believe in self. Believe in what you can offer to this world. A top leader must do that. If you cannot believe in what you can offer to this life, to people, then you will fail. Then you are a failure. You must believe that the product you have to sell is marketable and people will buy it if you package it well. And it will become necessary, not just today, but in the future. Believe in yourself. Because somewhere you will not have your professors around you. You will not have your mother and father around you. You have to go alone in life. Somewhere you have to go alone in life. And that's why many of you who spoil your kids by not allowing them to take up responsibility, you are doing them more dangerous harm than you are doing them good. Believe in self. Because there is a place where everybody gonna move away from you. And you're gonna face it yourself. You must be equipment ready. If you are going to be a top leader, you must be equipment ready. You must have the equipment that are necessary for you to do your job and to do it well. And not when you should produce, the equipments are not there. The tools are not there and you are not ready. You must be equipment ready. You must invest in things that will make you productive and creative. Don't spend all the money you have in eating pizza and drinking soda and drinking beer and going clubbing. Spend money to buy things that will make your life easy and make you to be creative. A top leader is a delegator. Are you a delegator? Do you want to do everything? Let me tell you about myself in case you ask me why I'm not delegating. It's because I don't have the money I want now. My ministry is just young and I'm overwhelmed by a lot of people that need my service. I thought it was something that is going to go very gently and crawl until after 5-6 years, and suddenly, within a year, boom, it busted. So if you love me, help me financially so that I can have a permanent secretary and not just be borrowing people. Can have a permanent secretary. Somebody to answer the phone, book appointment, respond to emails, because I'm doing most of these things nowadays. Except when I'm so overwhelmed with too much this thing, then I go and borrow somebody to come and do it for me and pay them. I'm asking God to make you a multi-millionaire and that you will be generous to me so that this thing will be made easy for me. Please. So if you love me and you love what I'm doing, help me so that I can have a secretary and a better equipment to run this so that you will love it, so that tomorrow you will say, I made that thing happen on the earth. That movement could not happen without me. Okay, let's go to the next one. Prompt and a good leader, a top leader. If you are going to be a top leader, you're going to be prompt. In whatever you do, you're going to be prompt. You're going to be prompt, precise, quick. Going to do certain things quick that need to be done quickly. And also, you're going to learn to be passive where you need to do things gently and slowly. There are things that you should not run into. You should go very carefully. And then there are things that you should just jump into it and grab it. Let me tell you something. The Holy Spirit reiterated to me what my parent taught me. Where there is no opportunity, create one. Where there is no opportunity, create one. These are the things that I want you to learn tonight. But let me add one more thing to this. If you are going to be a top leader, you are going to have what I call an inner source of power. An inner source of power. Let me stop here for the meantime and ask you a question. What is it that you believe describe you? One word that describe you. If you're on the line, please do me a favor. Tell the rest of us so that we can know. It helps to embolden you. What is the one word that describes you? For me, it is power. For the ministry that I'm involved in, it is power. What describes you, Devinda? What describes you, Janet? What describes you, Mariama? Deborah? What describes you, Charlene? What describes you, D2, Doris? Geneva? Gillian? My beloved daughter? Chantal? My beloved daughter? What describes you, girl? What's the one word? Gertrude? What describes you, Marjorie? Camellia in Macedonia. Thank you, I talked with you today. I didn't know you were a journalist. Wow, that was awesome. I now have a big time journalist following my ministry. That's awesome. And a documentary person. That's interesting. And now I also have an artist following Dana. They're just people are coming. Dorothy, Eric, Mr. Marshall, Yaleka, Barbara, Kay, the Parkers, the Geraldines, the Beverleys, whoever is on the line tonight. What's the one thing that describes you? Tell me. The Amandas and the Kishons. The Madinas, etc. What is the one thing that describes you?
Boldness.
What?
Boldness.
Boldness. Who is this?
Lavender.
Lavender. Okay. Boldness. You're right. I agree with you. I agree with you. 100%. You've shaken those two families pretty good, Lavender. You've shaken them. Oh yeah, you've kicked them on their butt pretty good. That's good news. I like that boldness. That is it. All right. Who is the next person?
Charming.
Huh?
Charming.
Charming? What? I can't understand what you say.
I said I'm charming.
You're charming?
Yeah.
How is charming going to put food on your table, on the table of Amanda?
I don't know. You said describe me. I'm charming.
You're charming. I don't buy that. You better go and charm the snake and so on. Leave us alone. Think again about the one word that describes you, because I don't buy that. Even Amanda, my daughter, will not buy that. Somebody else, let him think about it. Huh? Of observing? S-E-R. Serving. That is you. Perfect. Perfect. Perfecta. Big time. Woo! That's a billionaire right there. Ah, la 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 la. Uh-huh.
I said trust.
Of what?
Trust yourself. Trust.
Trust. Who is this? Rebecca?
Rebecca? Uh-huh.
I know that about you. That's true about you. I buy that 100%. Yep. Who is that? With Maria?
Yes.
Of Nebraska? Uh-huh. What is yours?
A helper and a counselor and a problem solver.
Give me one word. I need a word.
A helper.
A helper. Yes. 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 You are a helper. You are a helper. Forget about the other ones. That one word is what describes you. Leave all the counselor and all of that. That's good for music. But the real issue, the real thing, a helper. That is who you are. I trust that. Next.
Personality.
Who is this one?
Very truly.
Who?
Very truly.
Gertrude, okay, okay. Mama Gertrude, where have you been? You finally came out of hibernation?
Yeah.
Gertrude, get with me later, okay?
Okay.
Get with me, even if it's for 2 minutes tonight before the night goes off, okay?
Okay.
And what did you say yours was?
Personality.
No.
No.
Yeah, give me another word that describe you. I know what describe you. I want to hear it from your spirit so that I can affirm it. Think about it. I'll come back to you. Next person.
Oh.
Huh?
Perseverance.
I don't get it. Somebody give me something.
Idika, this is C. I speak for myself. For me, it's kindness.
See? Kindness?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No, that's not you.
Okay.
Next person.
Generous.
Who is this?
G.
No, that's not you.
How about presence?
Presence?
Yes.
Who is this?
This is the vendor again.
The vendor?
You gotta be present at the right time, meet with the right person at the
No.
right time.
No. Yours is just one word. Boldness. That's it.
Okay.
Everything you are going to have, your money, your life, your survival, and the survival of your children and husband is based on boldness. If you are not bold, they will wipe you out. They will wipe your husband out. They will take everything from you guys. You are the leader of that family. You are a born leader. And I have increased, Jesus has increased the power of your leadership through my ministry. That is the one word you should hold very strongly. Don't let anything change it. That is your banner. That is your mission. You see, what you are telling me, you guys out there, has to do not just with it's tied down to your money. Your money, your miracles, your millions, your billions, is tied around it. I'm telling you the truth.
Amen.
So those who have said what they've said and I rejected it, I want you to give me something else. If not, others who have not spoken, speak up. Mine is power, and all of you knows it. Everything I teach is rallied around it. Without power, nothing works. People can teach on faith, on marriage, on healing, on miracles, on whatever. If the power of the Holy Ghost does not show up, if it does not manifest, nothing happens. You cannot demonstrate the power of God until the presence manifests. And you are responsible for going there and making it happen. And then God will turn it on. Power. My life is on that. Gertrude, you have something that describes you, which we've discussed already. Months after months, you and I, we've been on it. It's a simple thing. It's a simple thing you've been doing all your life. And that is where your money is tied to. You want me to say it to you?
Yes,
Caring. Caring.
Yeah, it is. I do.
And sometimes you care to a fault.
Yeah, sometimes I care too much.
There you go.
You're right.
And then when they deal with you, when you do not know when to stop, they deal with you. Then you run inside your cave to go and lick your wound. And then I will come right back into that cave and drag you out and say, let's go. Do it right. This is the right way to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's who you are.
Yes, I am.
And all the mission work, all the business thing you do, everything, all your money. Have you not seen? Is it a coincidence that you got a house that came as a result of caring. Now you are getting the other thing coming together as a result of caring. Have you not seen it?
Yeah, that is true.
Have you not seen it? Your money and your house and everything comes out of caring.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, you're right.
See, give me something. Give me something, see, please. I need something from you.
I told you already. You said no.
What did you say?
I said kindness.
No. Do you know what yours is?
No. I'm
Wow.
hurt now.
You want me to tell you?
Please do.
Beauty.
Oh. Okay.
You now got it?
Yes, I got it.
Is it making sense?
Yes. She doesn't believe it though.
Yes, she does not, but I'm
Doesn't
kick-
believe it. But
No,
it's
she
like-
doesn't. That's why. No, no, no.
Look at it.
No, Gillian, that's why I'm kicking her butt pretty good. That's why I'm kicking her.
You should. She doesn't believe it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's a good thing.
If I can't kick her enough, I'll call you because you have shorter legs than mine so that you can really get to her. You can kick. Yeah, your legs are shorter and bigger. So when you kick, she can feel the weight of it.
Yeah.
Okay, see, now let's go to you. What's yours?
You told me. You.
Oh, no. G. Now is G.
Oh, sorry. Well, me, I would say passion. I'm passionate about whatever I do. So I guess that would be the word that would describe me, but. Okay. I'll take a moment of silence.
Passion is not it.
Okay.
Because you can easily fall into the other side and it takes time to get you out. And that's where I'm working on you. It's very easy for one thing to happen and the passion dies.
Yeah, I mean, because when I give, but once.
Yours is not about giving.
Yeah, but it's. Okay.
Yours is not about giving. And you've not yet even started giving, girl. If I begin to talk to you about what giving is, you'll be shocked. You will be shocked. But those things, the giving, the passion, they don't describe you.
Okay. So what is?
See, help her. You know her. She's your sister. Yours is beauty. What is hers?
I know that she's a strong leader.
And very controlling.
Yeah, control. Yeah.
And very controlling. You know that.
Yes. Okay.
Okay?
Okay, so that's what describes me, control?
No. We are not saying that. We are saying you are a leader, personality, but you are also very controlling. So both of them doesn't describe you. Leadership does not describe you. Controlling does not describe you. There's a word that describes you. Do you know what describes you? Hope.
Okay, go ahead.
H-O-P-E. Hope.
Oh, I didn't know this. Oh.
Because people come to you, they don't believe in themselves. They don't think they are beautiful. And when they sit before you and they look at your hands and they look at what you can do with your hands, They have hope that things will turn out for them. And so you paint their face and they stand before the camera and they become superstars and they make money and you make money. You make people, you turn things around for people. Hope.
That's nice. Yeah. Yeah, true.
Is that true? Each
Yeah,
of
true.
each of
I
you.
feel time.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
But I never thought about it.
There you go. You see, I've spent time to study each of you. People have abandoned how they look. You look at them, you say, hey, your hair, if we fix your hair this way. Jillian, I know the way you talk. Hey, madam, if we fix your hair this time, and by the way, see, she goes ahead and touch the person's hair, and then if we do it this way, she make the person relax. If we fix it this way, and I make it this way, it will come out this way. The person says, I didn't think about that, but let's try out something, and then she begin to do it. Let's try out something. She begin to do it. By the time, the person shines.
Wow.
You give people hope. And that is why you do not need to sink into the other side when things doesn't go either your way or doesn't go people's way or things are not fine. You are the first person to stand your ground so that the rest of the people can have hope. There are a lot of people who don't believe that they are beautiful. No matter how they look, they don't believe it until you arrive at the scene and said, I can make you even look better. And you bring them out. Next person, I want each of you, what you've said and what I've said about you, write it down and send it to me. Because I'm going to compile things about you and about your personality. And I'm going to begin to pray about your personality for God to work on your personality and bring the shining out of your personality. Write me, send me an email and tell me this is the one word that was spoken on the Leadership Institute about me. Who again has not spoken?
Well, I wanted to hear from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
I just started the word content.
Content, no, that does not describe you.
Okay.
Content does not describe you. Think about something else because I know what describes you.
What is it?
Try again. Let me see how much you know about yourself.
Okay, strength.
Strength, not really. Who again, while you work on that, because there's something about you that is very powerful. Barbara, there's something about you that is very powerful. Let's give a chance to Amanda and to Kishan or somebody else. Tell me the one word that describes you.
I said perseverance.
Huh?
I said perseverance.
Perseverance for you? No. That doesn't describe you.
Would it be believer?
A what?
A believer?
No, that does not describe you at all. Those things have nothing to do absolutely with you. That's not what... You see, the one word that describes you also contains your career. It contains your job. It contains your talent, your giftedness, your money, your material resources tied around this thing. It's tied around that one word.
Creative.
For who?
Me.
No, that's not you. You've created nothing yet.
Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That does not describe you. I'm still working so hard to get you off your butt and you're talking of creative. Are you serious?
I'm kind of
Where is Amanda? Has Amanda gone to bed yet or something? She slept so that we would not ask her? Amanda, what describes you or what describes Kishan?
Confusion.
Confusion, eh? You say confusion. You are right. Yeah, because when he's confused, he's totally confused, you know. Oh, God.
I couldn't make a living off of that.
Well, yeah, Kishan, none of those things describes you. There is something that describes you, and if you don't tell me, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Amanda, what do you think describes your man? And Kishan, what do you think describes your girl? Let me see how both of you have been cooperating in your inner resources.
I think what describes a man is definitely caring for me. Definitely caring. Cares a lot for me. And she's loyal. I hear that. No?
No.
No?
No.
Then I'm wrong. You have to tell me. You have to tell me now. You have to tell me.
Between you and Amanda, who is the leader?
Amanda.
Huh?
Amanda is. You said she's a leader.
Good. I'm glad that you learn it. Because tomorrow when you rise up and you try to tell her, I'm the man of the house, don't you know that? You better know that I've already told you that every marriage has its leader. The leadership has nothing to do with either the man or the woman, but someone has the survival trait, the survival character that makes that person to be, that person has energy, excitement, and spirit that makes that person to be the leader of the marriage. It's like Rebecca. Rebecca, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question about that one because
Right, because in your marriage, you are the leader. In your marriage, you are the leader.
I'm not tired about that one. I need the man to be a man of house, you know.
Well, you can still let me let.
I need the man to be a man.
Well, this is what I'll tell you. This is why I'll tell you. Pretend that he is the leader because he will not be happy when he hears that you are the leader. Just pretend that he's the head when you know that you are the real head and everything. You know that.
I know that.
Okay, so just pretend and tell him you are the head of this family, but you know you are the real leader of the family.
I know, but I need to push it. I need to have him to get up,
Yeah. And you know that you are going to do it through negotiation and through the back door. You are not going to do it openly and in front of him because African men do not take it easily. Not every African man is not like Idika Imeri.
I know, but
Good.
now he heard a little bit, but the people of my husband, they don't like me because they know when they come here, they got the lion. Even my husband is too quiet, but when I look at them, I said, no, this is our house.
There you go. See? You didn't tell me, but I knew.
Mm-hmm. They know. When I am here, nobody says nothing.
Okay. Barbara,
Yes.
write this down.
Okay, what is it?
Detail.
Detail?
Detail. Detail.
Okay.
You are a detailed personality. You spend time to do things if you want to. It's people like you who become corporate executive if you want to. Remember the word I use, if you want to.
All right.
You are always a detailed person and you are very observant.
Yes, I'm very observant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very observant. And that is a sign of a millionaire. That's a millionaire streak right there.
Okay. Yep.
And I will tell you that's why all your grandkids, they love you.
Wow. I just had one grandson posted on my Facebook, I love you, Grandma.
There you go.
Yeah, he just posted that today.
There you
I love
go.
you, Grandma.
You didn't tell me all this, but there it is. You take time to look things out carefully, so nobody will cheat you easily. That's what makes somebody, business owners, that's you right there. Kishan,
Yes.
do you know what describes you?
No, sir.
Write this down. And you have to walk to enter into what I'm going to tell you.
I'm listening.
Okay. Do you remember when things happen and I shout and I say easy? I say take it easy, be quiet.
Yeah.
And you bust out there, and you don't listen to nobody. I think it's about time that you look at yourself, that you've been running away from one thing and one thing only for a long time. Write this down. Write this down, happiness.
Really?
All your life, that's what you've been running away from. You are afraid that you are afraid that you will go back. You're afraid that you will fail. You're afraid that you will be like your parent. You're afraid that you will be like this. You're afraid that things will not turn out. You've been running away from happiness. And even when Amanda come out openly to help you achieve that happiness, you're still afraid.
I'm gonna run away from. Wow.
You think that trying to have fun is happiness, or smoke jam, or drink beer, what you used to do in the past, you think those were contributors to happiness? You're kidding me. Inside you is a happy person that is afraid to enter into happiness, that is afraid to do things that will create. You are supposed to be somebody who will create happiness for a lot of people, including your brothers and sisters. Go and work on that. Amanda, leadership.
No.
You knew that all along, don't you? And that's why you fight your family. They fight you because when you go there, you want to tell them the truth. You tell them how to do things. Yep. One more person that I've not described. Who is that?
That'll be Reverend.
Okay, that's you. You know what you are? The one word that describes you? Do you know what it means? Do you know what mediator means? To mediate.
Mediate?
Yeah, to mediate.
Mediate, basically a peacemaker, isn't it?
Well, peacemaking is just a little bit of it. And what is another name for mediation?
Go in between.
Go in between. Relationship. You are a relationship builder. The quicker you get to know that about yourself, the better. You are the one that brings all your family members to try to know Jesus. You are the one who cares that they get healed when they've tried everything in the hospital. You are the one that try to bring people you don't even know. You try to connect them to my ministry or to this. You help people to get stuff. You constantly. In fact, let me give you another word. Another word for you. And that is also another word that Maria of Nebraska, you have to think about, because that also speaks about you. Connector. A connector. The two, you see how it has worked? The two Marias have one thing in common. The Maria of Washington State and the Maria of Nebraska, they have one thing in common, and I'm not surprised. Connector. They are connectors, mediators, relationship. And is it also strange that two of you have not been able also to have quality relationship?
I get so wrong with yes.
The very thing that you guys are the very thing that you've not had yet. Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but you should write it down. Make sure you call me, and make sure you write to me. Either you write to me in the email or you write to me in an email, and let me know the one word that describes you as we are dealing on it tonight, because this is going to be very important in your life. The two Marias have one word that describes both of them. Connector, mediators, relationship. That's it. Janet, are you there?
Yes.
What describes you? You are quiet tonight.
I am patient.
Huh?
Patient.
What did she say? I didn't hear it.
I said patient, patient.
Patient?
Patient. Somebody that is patient or persevering.
I don't think so.
She said patient.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like somebody who is patient.
Yes, I know, but that does not describe you.
Okay.
That doesn't describe you at all. Because your patience will kill you, I'm telling you. You will wait until you die. They say the patient dog eats the fattest what? The fattest bone. You will wait. The bone will not come. And so you will have no bone to even eat. So hunger will kill you. So think about that thing again. Your patience is destroying you. It's not giving you anything. I'm telling you. Almost every man you've had relationship with, I can say it boldly, even though you and I, we've never talked about that side of your life. Every man you've related with, you've been patient, the nice woman, 2-3 years, 1-3 months, you start to see crack in that man's life, and you still be patient. And at the end of the day, you walk away with nothing. Instead, what you walked away with was headache. Is that what you get? When other women are getting houses and cars and getting money, you are getting headache. And you are talking about patience. Are you serious? Think about it. Think about it again. What is the one word that describes you?
A leader?
No.
Will you help me? I don't know.
Okay. Who again have I not talked to tonight? Who again have I not talked to? Okay, let's talk with you, Janet. Write this down. Builder. Don't forget that word, a builder. Every man that you have met, they had nothing when you met them. But immediately you come into their life. Oh. You never told me about it, but the Holy Spirit knows about. There you go. Every man you enter into their life, they had nothing, not one chair. Some of them were sleeping on the bed, on the ground. But when once you move into any man's life, you bring that man all the good luck that they need. A builder. That's who you are. And some of them, after you build for them, then they don't want you anymore. Are you serious? That's why you need to begin to build for yourself. Anyone who want to come and build with you will take the second seat and let him build so that you can now start to enjoy. You made other people enjoy. Other women are enjoying somewhere what you've helped build for some men. And you think I don't know it? You think the Holy Spirit will hide it from me? Tomorrow morning we will have the 8 a.m. Morning prayers. Please join me at Justin TV or at this conference call. And then 12 we will have the 12 noon prayer. After that we will have nothing in the evening. I'll be off the rest of the day. After the 12 noon, I'll be off the rest of the day. The reason is because there's somebody who will not forgive me if I do not take time off tomorrow to finish writing things about my web, my site. I need to spend some time tomorrow, the remaining part of the day, to work on things. And in fact, tonight also, I have to finish things so that I can sit down with her and we put things together. So, I have had so many, since January, I'm telling you, every one of you out there, my family, and my partners and associates and pastors and bishops under my care, listen to this. Since January, in fact, it started in September when the ministry entered into a new phase. Then September, October, by November, it busted into another phase. By January, it began to pour. People who need my services are more than I can now. It's just something else completely. It's like every day, there is no day that I do not have like about 10, 20 people who are brand new, who need my service, sometimes 30, sometimes 40. Higher, sometimes 50, 60, 70. How I do it, I don't know. And I'm able to just keep it going. So whatever I've told you you are today, write it down and also send me a copy of it, because I want to put it in my file so that I can pray for your personality to come out. Many of you, your personality is hiding. Many of you are top leaders, but your personalities are hiding. I don't want it to hide anymore. Please go to our site and donate to our ministry so that I can do what I'm doing now. I can lead people to Jesus. Now let me tell you some good news. Many Hindus and Muslims are coming to the gospel through our ministries. Many Hindus in India, in Pakistan, in Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Turkey, Greece, United Arab Emirates, they are coming to the gospel. I'm leading people every day from the Islamic world, the world of Buddhism. This is big. This is big, what I'm telling you. But let me tell you the biggest one. People are sneaking and talking to me from Saudi Arabia. People are talking to me from Jordan. They are talking to me, people from Syria who do not live in Syria, who live at the other side. They are talking. Lebanon, Algeria, Tunisia, and I'm leading them quietly to Jesus. So I want you to begin to support this thing. This thing is working. This thing is working. And many of them are asking me, what are we going to do now? What are we going to tell our families? I say, so that they do not stone you to death and cut your head off. Still be with them until the right time. God will do something about it. Either he move you out or something else will happen. People are calling me from places that I will never expect. It's happening. The gospel of Jesus is on. And that is the sweetest part of this work, is that people's names are written in the book of life. Join me, send your donation so that I keep doing this. And I'm very logistically set to protect their interest. Some of them are on the conference call quietly. They don't want anybody to know. They send me emails. They don't want anybody to know. It's interesting what is happening. Pray for me. Pray that more people will find my videos on YouTube, my little piece of writings here and there. People will find help through what we are doing. Your prayers and your giving is making this happen. I love you, I care about you, and I thank you for being my partner. In heaven, some days, when I will appear before Jesus, all the millions of people who, or billions, who came to the knowledge of Jesus through your giving, through your prayer, through your being with me, they will all line up behind me. But before them, it will be you people who will line up with me. I'm not saying behind me, but with me. And people will ask, who are these? And Jesus will tell them, these are the people who work with Idika Imeri to make sure that the job I gave him on earth was carried out. I have told some of you, if you have 5 vehicles, give me 1. If you have 10 laptops, give me 1. I have a lot of people who are needing some of these things out there. People are needing tablet. People are needing iPad. If you have fairly used ones, give them to me. Let me send it to pastors in these countries who don't have anything. I don't send anything to anybody except I verify and check them out. I have a way that we do it. God bless you. Have a wonderful sleep. And let me tell some of you before you go to bed, somebody will visit you in your sleep tonight. Be ready for a supernatural visitation in your sleep. God is going to visit many of you through the ministries of angels. This is getting interesting. Good night. Yeah, good night. No. Good night. Yes?
What about my husband,
Who am I talking to?
Rebecca?
Ah, I don't know. Is he there?
No, he is no work.
Okay, he's at work. Well, maybe as we progress, we'll be able to find out what describes him. What describes him, but as far as you are the great leader in the house, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I'm fine with it. I don't care. I just love it. Let it be so.
Okay.
It's about time. It's about time that the South Sudan woman rule the house at least.
Excuse me, what you said?
I say it's about time that the Sudanese woman rule the house. That's better.
We thank God
Yes, so we have to. And now the men should come and pay you 2,000 cows.
You got a big problem because I am only girl in my mom's house. Or I have 4 brothers, no girls, so you're gonna pay a lot of cow.
How many cows did he pay?
I don't pay nothing, but he's gonna pay a lot because I have 4 brothers and I only one girl. And one girl is too much for you to pay.
Yeah, poor man, he's gonna pay a lot of cows.
Yeah, because I am only one girl, no
Yes.
sister, so you're gonna pay more than that.
Not even that he's gonna pay more, he will even pay far more than he bargained for because you are a leader.
I know.
So I don't know.
Tell him, you know what you get is not a girl, it's a man. You take everything we have now.
That's true. That's true. He's gonna pay a lot of cows.
Yeah.
Well, all I tell him is that if they tell him to pay 200 cows, he's gonna give them 100 and then he's gonna give me 100 too because I am your brother too here in America.
Yes, no problem.
So
God bless you.
yes, so the cow is gonna be shared equally.
Okay.
If he does not give me my own share of the cow, I and Maria of Nebraska we will come and take you and go away and say when he's ready, then we'll bring you back.
No problem.
Okay. Good night.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Whew. What a night. Yes, sir.